Hey everyone, welcome to Mark Your Day. It's a special day for we have a special guest. A special friend we have known for many years is coming to the show, and we will be talking about something really important. And so, I would like to invite you to share this broadcast in your Facebook account and share it with your friends and invite your friends to join us in the discussion. Prepare your questions for Director General Jeremiah BELGICA of the Anti-Red Tape Authority. Welcome to Mark Your Day. Hi friends, remember I promised you that we will have special guests in this show, in this third season. We promised you also that we will try to talk about more relevant topics, and so we have come up with this topic this evening. And if you are interested in a discussion on how we could stop corruption in our country and how we could stop red tape in our country, please join the discussion this afternoon. I wonder if this has been shared to my private page. Trisha, let's check if this has been shared to my private page. Welcome, Tita Mitzi Lazaro. How can we stop corruption and red tape in our country? We will be talking about that in a little while. Okay, so before we talk about the Anti-Red Tape Authority and what it does to streamline government processes, to speed up processing of documents and other things that we send to our governmental agencies for processing. How can we make sure that government leaders do not abuse their authority? At marami pang ibang mga discussion. Welcome, Kuya Mel Chan. I am excited for this. We will be talking to someone who's really doing a wonderful job in government and trying to help this administration deliver on its commitment to the people. And we have known this gentleman for many years. Good afternoon, Ate Lynette Masayon. Good morning, Tita Mitzi. Good morning, Kuya Mel. At ito po yung ating special Friday edition of Mark Your Day. So, before we get into the discussion with our dear special guest, let's talk about what's in the news. Let's check the update from the DOH. Okay, what's in the DOH update? Wait, where is my music? I want to hear some music. Okay, let's click some music. Okay, let's click some inspirational music. There you go. Para merong konting background. Kasi ganun din dapat, diba? May background music habang nagkukwentuhan. So here's your update from the DOH on the COVID situation. 2,996 reported cases today. 1,094 from Metro Manila or NCR, 282 from Cavite. Batangas has 166 and 152 in Iloilo. Oh, that's sad. Iloilo is back in the list. Laguna has 147. So that's good still. It's not over 3,000. There are 85.8 mild cases and 9.9 asymptomatic cases. Unfortunately, there's yung critical is 3% and the severe is 1.4%. Thank you, Uncle Henry. Uncle Henry always checks the setup. He likes it. It's clear and crisp, and you are looking great. Because, Uncle Henry, I came from a game of table tennis. I was able to play an hour with Lolo Nems, and I'm enjoying playing with Lolo Nemwell. He is 70 years old, but He has learned to play table tennis well during this pandemic. In the last 7 months that he's been locked up here in the house, natuto siyang maglaro ng table tennis. Yes, at 70 years old. It's never too late. Tama, Uncle Hen? It's never too late to try to learn a sport. Well, he had basic knowledge of the sport because he's been a tennis player all his life. But in order to shift from playing tennis to table tennis, it was quite a big adjustment he had to make. But in 7 months that he was here, he was able to do that adjustment very, very well. Okay. You know what's in the news? It's still the news from Congress. Alam nyo bang nagalit na si Duterte? Soto slams Cayetano for tossing blame. Ayan na. Bakit nagsasalita si Senator Soto? Papag-usapan natin yan in a while. Headline naman sa Duterte to Congress, solve budget problem. Yan. Naiinis na si President Duterte. Bakit? I will tell you in a bit. Sabi, Senators, Alan's move can lead to reenacted budget. Pag-uusapan natin yan. Bakit masama ang merong reenacted budget? Okay? Let's click back to the headline of Manila Times. Survey gives high marks to Duterte's handling of COVID. There was a survey by Pulse Asia. Asked people how they rate some of the top leaders of the country. And Duterte got a pretty good rating of that. 3 vaccine makers push for PH trials. They want to test it here. You know why they want to test it here? Because it's still out in the community. In order to test a vaccine, it still needs to be active in the community. Meaning there's still the transfer of the virus around. Chua, first recipient of PCCI's top award. Galing kasi yan talaga ni Chua. Okay, so those are some of the headlines. I will talk about why Soto slams Cayetano for tossing blame. Why Senator Soto is tossing... Okay. Duterte to Congress. Si President Duterte had a midnight speech, 15 minutes. And he told Congress, you fix the leadership problem in Congress or I will fix it myself. I will fix it for you. If i-fix daw niya for Congress, yun ang problema. Yun ang problema kung si Presidente na ang mag-aayos ng problema. Meaning, he's going to... Well, there's going to be criticism there because he's legislative. Alan Peter's legislative. President Duterte is executive. But in a situation like this, alam niyo po kasi ang nangyayari. Okay, let's talk about this. Yung budget ng Pilipinas, based yan sa program submitted by the various departments. Okay? Yung various departments ng gobyerno, considering the need of the times, considering the need of the country, they will come up with a budget and dadaan yan sa NEDA, dadaan yan dun sa hearing sa presidente, pag-uusapan yan ng mga cabinet secretaries, and then it will originate in the House of Representatives. Yung budget, unlike in other regular laws or bills, needs to originate from Congress or House of Representatives. Remember, we have 2 levels of our legislature. We have the lower house and the upper house. Yung lower house natin tinatawag na House of Representatives and then the House of the Senate. Dapat nagsisimula yan sa lower house. So isasubmit yan doon, first reading yan doon sa committee. Tapos sa second reading yan, doon yung pagdedebatehan. Pag third reading niyang approval na lang yan. So, ang debate talaga yan mangyayari doon sa plenary. Kasi sa first reading, committees yan, sabog-sabog. Doon sa second reading, open yun sa plenary debate. Open sa lahat yung budget. Now, meron pang naghihiring. Anong nangyari dyan sa Kongreso? Ang nangyari pala sa Kongreso, sinuspend ni House Speaker Alan Cayetano yung in-approve niya na on yung second reading. Tapos na daw yung second reading. At gumawa siya ng small committee to work on the details. Hindi na siya plenary. Kasi ang sinasabi naman ng iba, kaya niya ginawa yon para walang opportunity yung kampo ni Velasco to take the leadership of the House from them. Kasi walang tinapos na, tapos binigay dun sa small committee. Ang resumption nila, November na, second week of November. Ito ang problema. Ang sabi ng senators, this move by Senator Alan, instead of passing it now, kasi pag naipasa nila, kasi pwede pa sana until October 17, it's still October 9. Pag naipasa sana yan this week or next, maisasubmit na kaagad dun sa Senate. At magsisimula na kaagad yung Senate, yung mga committees ng Senate, ng kanilang version, tatanggapin na nila galing sa House, at yung Senate can now talk about the Senate's version of the budget. Tapos, maipapasa na kaagad yan. Kung isasubmit yan dun sa Senado ng second week pa of November, ang sinasabi ni Senator Soto ngayon, na hindi yan pwedeng ganyan kasi posibleng ma-reenact yung budget. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng reenacted budget? They will use the budget for 2021, yung budget ng 2020. Meaning yung list of expenditures, list of priorities, yun yung masusunod. Hindi yun maganda kasi nga we have realities now. Meron tayong mga issues ngayon na kailangan tugunan. Meron tayong mga needs na pre-project nila for 2021, and the budget for 2021 was specifically crafted para i-meet yung mga needs for 2021. Paano ngayon na-suspend? Posible nga daw ma-reenact. Pero ang sinasabi naman ni Senator Cayetano or Speaker Cayetano that he will make sure it is submitted to Congress daw by November 5. Kung paano niya gagawin yon, considering the situation, yun yung magiging problema. Basta ang nangyayari ngayon, the senators are pressuring the House to give them the budget. Give us your version of the budget so we can already work on our version of the budget, because in our system of laws, they cannot initiate it until the House endorses the version to them that's already approved by the House. Hindi daw ma-approve kasi nga meron kang leadership squabble dyan sa House of Representatives. Kaya, sabi ni Duterte, ayusin nyo yan. Ito pala, ayusin nyo yan. Or, ako ang mag-aayos niyan. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ni President Duterte. Paano niya ayusin? Hindi naman siya congressman. Hindi rin naman siya senador. Pero paano niya maayos yun? Diba? Okay. So, yun po yung mga balita sa araw na ito. So, anong gagawin natin as mga citizens of this country? Let us continue to pray for our leaders that they will uphold the interest of the nation before their own interest. That they will prioritize what will redound to the benefit of all of us rather than the benefit of a party or a politician. Let us pray that they could pass this budget because we need this 2021 budget para nga yung projections na sabi ng mga ekonomista that the Philippines can recover in 2021. It can grow 7.2%, sabi ng mga ekonomista, kung i-manage natin na maayos. Diba kagaya nung napag-usapan natin na last time, kung merong maayos na fiscal policy, paano magiging maayos yung fiscal policy kung wala kang budget na maayos? Kasi nga reenacted yung iyong budget. Diba? Lord, help us, give us good leaders who will always consider the interest of the country above theirs. Okay, have you already shared this broadcast? If you're watching this, if you're here, my friends, please share this in your timeline because we will be calling DJ BELGICA in a bit as we proceed to the next portion of this show with What's Interesting. As I welcome my partner in the show, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our regular co-host, Miss Trisha Feliciano Castrode. All right. Excited na yan si Trisha. Up, 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 up. Yes, there you go. Okay, stay close to
Hello.
the mic.
Ayan.
Hi, Tita May.
TGIF.
Yes, it's Friday. Kiss mo
Yeah,
na.
excited. Yeah,
All right.
excited ako.
Excited ka, di ba? Kasi first time na merong guest.
Oo.
Tapos sana maganda yung ating discussion. Anong strategy natin? Ako na lang magli-lead. Tapos kung meron kang singit,
Yes.
tanong ka lang.
Ganun naman palagi, di ba?
Pwede ka rin mag-lead. Kung meron ako sisingit, tanong lang din
Sige
ako.
lang.
Hindi
Go,
lang.
go.
But if there are questions from our audience, please type down and Trisha will make sure that we read all your comments. Okay?
Oo.
And this is important because ano ba ang nangyayari sa Pilipinas? Corruption, mabagal ang sistema, mabagal ang processing, may red tape here and there. So we need to talk to someone who can help us.
Tsaka you were speaking about praying for good leaders, di
Yes.
ba? Kaya, sakto,
answer to siya sa prayer.
Sakto talaga to because
Answer to sa prayer
yan.
natin yung ating
nag-reply na daw
yung
siya.
ating leaders, 'di ba? Answer ito sa prayer natin na meron tayong leaders na kagaya nito. Teka, sandali. Answer ito sa
While
ating
you're doing that,
player.
bigyan mo naman sila ng konting background.
Okay.
Kung,
Sino ba itong ating i-guest sa gabing ito? Ang guest natin sa gabing ito is a special person because he is a lawyer pero pastor din siya. Pero bago natin introduce, gusto kong introduce siya na nandyan na siya.
sige.
'Di ba?
Okay.
Introduce
Sige,
natin
sige.
siya na
Okay,
nandyan na
okay,
siya. 'Di ba?
sige.
Para naririnig
Sige
niya na. Okay.
Okay.
So tatawagan natin. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be talking tonight to the Director General of the Anti-Red Tape Authority, Director General Jeremiah BELGICA. Okay? Let's give him a call. Ayan na. I hope it will be perfect.
Ayusin mo yan, Mark.
Yes, ito na. Okay. Nandiyan ba si
Ayan
DJ
na.
Maya? Tingnan natin kung nandiyan si Director dyan. Paano mo nakilala si
Yun
DJ
na
Maya?
nga.
Sige, ikaw.
Basta first time ko siyang the very first time that I met him was in Malacanang. Mga bata pa tayo noon.
Ha?
No, there was a meeting. We were di ba, in charge of mga youth activities and you were parang getting the help of the youth leaders. During that time, youth leaders pa tayo.
Youth leaders pa tayo nun.
Oo. So, yeah, doon. Kasama pa niya si Pastor BELGICA when we first met him.
Oo. Ito kasi you know what? I'm trying to 2 of 3 in the call. Teka, sandali. I think there he is! There he is already! Teka, sandali. Let's bring him in. Right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, pakilala muna natin. Sino ba itong kausap namin? Itong kausap natin, he is a lawyer, but he is also a man of God. He is fondly called by friends Pastor ni because he is pastor na attorney. He used to run a law office. He is the founding partner and managing partner of the BELGICA Law Office. And he used to serve government. He was also a local government leader, youth leader. Ngayon, the Lord blessed him to head the Anti-Red Tape Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the show, Director General Jeremiah BELGICA. Yan!
Good evening to my favorite power couple, ate, kuya ate, kuya Mark, ate Trisha.
How are you, Mai? How are you,
Doing
DG?
Doing good. I'm marking my day.
Okay, simulan ko na kasi we have friends from all over. We have friends from many provinces. So
and not only yung mga live, meron ding mga makakapanood nito after. So very good way to inform them.
Sisimulan ko na. For purposes of fulfilling your mandate, ano ang definition ng red tape para sa ARTA? At ano yung sakop nung tinatawag na red tape?
Red tape po kasi, kwento ko lang na mabilis, Kuya Mark, Ate Trek, no? Kasi, in the olden days, when the king would send mga edicts, mga batas sa mga taong bayan,
Mm.
it's always wrapped with a red ribbon around.
Mhm. Mhm.
No? So, in due time na dumami yung mga batas na galing dun sa hari, nagpile up.
Mhm.
So, dumadami din yung tinatawag na red ribbon or eventually tinawag na red tape. So,
Mhm.
but commonly now, when we talk about red tape, we're talking about um, policies, rules, laws, and even practices
Mhm.
that are now in place
Mhm.
but does not serve any purpose because it is either redundant,
Mhm.
either ineffective, unnecessary,
Mhm.
and mostly nagkakaroon siya ng negative social impact
Mhm.
katulad na hindi na deliver ang mga services speedily and in
Mhm.
accordance to what not only expected but what is
Mhm.
actually needed. So, and also it breeds corruption.
That's right.
Hindi kasi mostly kasi pag narinig natin red tape, iniisip natin corruption.
Mhm.
Actually, hindi naman directly kasi hindi naman
Mhm.
lahat ng mga tao na sa gobyerno na inabutan yung tambak-tambak na polisiya at saka
Mhm.
proseso, kasalanan nila kasi minana na nila yun eh.
Correct.
Marami sa kanila. But, nonetheless, pagka mahaba proseso, mahirap ang sistema,
Mhm.
nagkakaroon ng opportunity for we call it yung alternative ways
Yeah.
to get it done.
Para mapabilis, maglalagay ka para mauna ka sa pila.
Yun na yun. So kasama na yun. And it goes both ways, no, Kuya Mark and Ate Trek. Both for the transacting public
Mhm.
and also for the persons in government.
Yeah.
Nagkakaroon sila ng opportunity. Kaya nga sinasabi ang red tape at corruption magkapatid yan.
Yes. Base sa sinabi mo, yung sistema at saka tao, meron kang nabanggit na inabutan na nila yung sistema nung tao. So clearly the problem of red tape is both systemic and human, yung tao.
Yes,
So
exactly.
sa ginagawa nyo ngayon, DG, ano talaga yung kumbaga strategic low-lying fruits na tinatarget nyo ngayon? Kasi kung malalim ito,
Very overwhelming.
kung very overwhelming at baka abutin ka ng 100 years old baka ano yung if it is both systemic and people, ano yung mga pinupuntirya mo ngayon?
Well, both yan, Kuya Mark, no? Kasi ang maganda dito, noong 2018, may pinasa kasi na bagong batas. Nung pagpasok ko kasi ni Pangulong Duterte, malinaw na sinasabi niya sa mga speech niya talaga na ayaw niyang nahihirapan ng tao at namamatay ang tao sa kakapila even before he became president. So,
Mm.
when he came to power, his friends and in his allies in Congress
Mm.
wasted no time to pass a landmark legislation. Ito yung tinatawag nga na pinagsamang dalawang bill to eh. Yung amendment ng Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007 and also yung Ease of Doing Business na bill. Pinagsama po ito and came about this new law, the Ease of Doing Business and Efficient Delivery of
Mhm.
Government Services Act of 2018 na ang layunin niya, number one, is to empower the government agencies to streamline and re-engineer their processes. And also, on the second hand naman, to impose stricter and stern penalties
Mhm.
doon naman sa mga deliberate na gumagawa. So,
Mhm.
sistema at saka tao. Ngayon, ang pinaka-clincher na to, nag-create ng panibagong departamento na directly naka-attach under the office of the president. Ito na nga, no? Ito na yung kami, yung Anti-Red Tape Authority.
Mm. So it's an
Yeah.
authority, yung powers niya saan nanggagaling? Kung authority hindi talaga siya department, kung ano yung power niya na makapasok dun sa mga bigger departments and line agencies. Paano yung enforcement niyo? Paano yung police power? Saan manggagaling?
Actually, meron kaming parang department na rin siya lumalabas halos sa ito, Kuya Mark, kasi hindi kami yung office within the office of the president, but we are parang a separate agency in
Mm.
its on its own. Kaya nga ang maganda dito, ang sakop ng batas, kanina nabanggit nyo nga po kanina, ano ba ang sakop na to? Sakop po na to lahat, no? Mula national government, local government, hanggang barangay. Tapos dalawa po talaga ang
Okay, mukhang merong nakat ba si DG Belgica? Check natin. Baka yung signal, nagkukwento si Director Belgica about yung mandate at yung bagong batas na naipasa para ma-empower sila to do their functions. Ayan na. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Yeah, yung internet inaayos din natin.
Oo, sama mo yan. Please. Kailangan natin.
Ito, itanong na natin yung internet. Kasi, ang sinasabi ng Globe at ng iba pang telco, the reason why hindi daw makapagpatayo ng mga cell sites dahil, pala Trish, 2 years bago makakuha ng permit. So, sa dami ng permits. So, ngayon, reality yun, need ng marami, ng mga teachers, ng mga nanay, tatay. So, anong ginagawa natin for that, DG?
Kuya Mark at Titrek, since last year, okay, ang ginagawa natin, na-resolve na natin yung issue nung mahabang process, no? Na-reduce natin from 8 months actually, at an average of 8 months to 2 years, to 16 days na lang, 16 days, 1/6.
Talaga?
Ang processing ng permits. Nung we came up with a joint memorandum circular across 9 government agencies, the ARTA, the ICT, the DOTR, CAAP, FDA, and the ILG, DOH, to come up to shorten yung process. And it was a result of talagang tedious mga meetings. And we started it actually last year pa, November. Kasi nakita nga namin na the problem of red tape has a agency level problem. Yeah. Pero the real bigger monster actually is the interagency red tape.
Right.
Na if you put them all together, then the red tape problem is compounded. So one such sector is ito nga no, na common tower sector. So we were able to sign the joint memorandum circular across the 9 agencies last July 23. And yun nga, no, since nag-start kami, ang ARTA, nagpadala kami ng orders of compliance sa mga LGUs starting August 11. 1,500 permits na ang lumabas.
That's good.
Wow.
Yay! Very good.
Yung permits na yon, naka-experience na sila nung 16 days?
Parang mas mabilis yata nangyari.
Wow.
Patricia, kasi naglabasan eh. So my data actually did not come from the LGUs, but it actually came from Globe and Smart.
Nabanggit mo
sila nagsabi.
Nabanggit mo, DG, yung interagency red tape. Yung interagency red tape, yung from experience, di ba? Itong agency nito magre-require ng birth certificate. Itong agency magre-require din. Pwede namang tahi-tahiin. O for example, sa DOST, di ba? DOST, FDA, export, pare-pareho naman yung requirements doon. Ano ang problema dito, DG?
Sa amin actually, DG, isang book na yan. Naka-ready na yan lahat. Kasi
pero actually, pare-pareho
naka-ready
naman.
na siya for every time. Yan. Ito sa copy mo. Ito copy mo. Pero it's the same.
Is it a technology problem? We don't have the database? Or is it really the capability of these agencies to sit together and coordinate?
Actually, Kuya Mark at Tricia, this is actually one of the main problems talaga that causes red tape. We call it the silo system of operations of government agencies. The silo system of operation means, parang to put it plainly, several kingdoms within one kingdom.
Right.
No? So, pagka meron kang kaharian, syempre may pader yan. Hindi ka pwedeng tumapak sa iba. So, ibang kaharian yun. And it goes not only on a per agency basis, but sometimes in a per office basis.
Yes, department.
And well, if you come to think of it, we've always been very trying to really guard ourselves or guard the
Right.
bureaucracy from corruption.
Mhm.
But the consequence there is kasi para syempre government doesn't trust the transacting public
That's
kapag ka
right.
mag-submit ka ng papel.
Mm.
Ang isipin agad sa'yo ng government agency, baka manloko ka.
Nangloloko ka.
So, dagdagan mo, di ba? Dagdagan mo yung requirements. So, ang nangyayari doon, madami yung dokumento, hindi naman nare-resolve yung trust issue. I would always say that. Because the number of documents would not, compensate
yes.
this issue of trust.
Right.
So, kaya nga sabi nga namin ni Secretary Hunasan dyan, tsaka ni Secretary Mon Lopez, baliktarin natin ang kultura. Let's have a culture of trust and then let's put in technology to do it.
Right. So where are we in that?
Yeah. Okay. So where are we? We are really doing a lot of headway now, Kuya Mark and Ate Tricia, no? And I'll tell you why, no? We launched our flagship program, ang ARTA, early this year. We call it Program ni Himaya. Program ni Himaya. Ni Himaya actually stands for this. No, it's a mouthful. National effort for the harmonization of efficiency measures of interrelated agencies.
Pero kung alam mo yung si Nehemiah, inaintindihan mo na yon.
Makuha mo yung idea niya that it was Nehemiah. Hindi dahil malapit sa pangalan ko.
Medyo.
Pero, well, actually, it was also inspired by the life and the miracle that happened through the life of Nehemiah, which he rallied the building of the walls of Jerusalem in 52 days, and it was a national effort.
Right.
If your walls are broken kasi, like if a system is red tape ridden, corruption is, really imminent, and ganun din ang walls pagpagsak, pwede kayo salakayin. So the program ni Himaya ito yung sinasabi natin na strategy natin for a whole of government streamlining. Na we target for this year, it's a 52-week challenge for the country, and we identified 5 key sectors, 5 important sectors to streamline. No? First is ito nga yung common towers. Yun ang una, natatapos na natin.
Okay, 5. Okay, 5. Sige, excited tayo. Ano itong 5?
Second is the logistics sector.
Okay.
Third is the socialized housing.
Logistics sector, medyo mabigat sa logistics sector pa lang. Bureau of Customs, yung sa logistics sector pa lang. Oo.
LTFRB.
LTO.
So, LGUs. Madami yan. So, logistics sector, sinabi nga ng socialized housing, energy, and food and pharma.
All right.
Normally, I have this horror slide. Horror slide that I show. That shows that if you want to put up a housing project, you have to go through 27 government agencies.
Yes.
With 147 signatories and 372 documents.
Sa engineering's office pa lang, di ba?
Yes.
Sa
We've
sanitation,
been there.
sa fire, sa etc. So anong ginawa? Is there a one-stop shop for building and you could get all your permits in one go?
Okay, so ganito ang konsepto po ng Nehemiah program, no? You bring together. First, number one, there should be a top level agreement amongst the secretaries. Well, the president himself gave the imprimatur. We presented this to the cabinet. It was approved. And all of the secretaries within that sector, that sector, is already on board. So what now happens is yung mga line agencies na sa ilalim, they are actually given 52 days from the start nung kung kailan sila mag-uusap-usap to streamline the entire sector ng 52% less cost, processing time, and then steps.
Okay. Kailan
so
yan
now,
magsa-start?
Yung sa yung sa telco sector tapos na po,
na.
natapos
yan
namin.
na yun.
Yung sa logistics sector would be starting this October 20.
Wow.
And also the housing would be starting, I think, October 14. The food and pharma is almost finished. We nag-automate na ho sila. And the energy is still ongoing. Kasi,
DG, tama ba that the battle is in the LGU?
well, partly, Kuya Mark, pero kasi yes, it's part of it kasi we have 1,600 LGUs. But ang totoo po niyan, meron kasi tayong what do you call it, misunderstanding that we think if we automate things, it automatically becomes streamlined.
Okay.
Well, mali ho yun concept na may maliit na mali doon eh. When you're in regulatory practice already, you realize you cannot automate unless you streamline.
Correct.
Because otherwise,
Correct.
you would automate red tape.
That's right.
Okay.
So, ibig sabihin, yung automation will mechanize lang what's already streamlined.
Next phase pa siya. Wala pa tayo doon. Dapat maglilinis muna tayo.
In fact, Ate Tricia, automation is the easiest part. I would always say. Pero yung i-unbundle mo, i-peel off mo, yung patong-patong, mag-usap-usap kayo, ano bang i-retain mo, and you break those silos, and then re-engineer your process. Create we call it not just a one-stop shop, but create a concierge type of system, which means if you are 9 agencies, isa lang ang taga-tanggap ninyo ng dokumento at lahat ng mga requirements ni kakailanganin ninyo or not even requirements, lahat ng mga data na kakailanganin ninyo would now be included in one.
You'll refer to one file.
Yeah.
Oh my
and that
gosh.
is now what we're doing with the Central Business Portal, Kuya Mark. The Central Business Portal is the central, we call it the central station for all business permitting and licenses, and we would be launching it on November.
That's great.
The Central Business Portal, ang start po natin dyan dun sa SEC, BAR, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig. Yun po, and FDA, sasama na sila.
Okay.
Para ang goal po natin dyan, what used to be 33 days according to studies when you're trying to start a business, now it would be 1 day. Yung starting a business, meaning SEC, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, and BIR. Magkakasama na yun ng less than 1 day. You'd be able to submit everything online.
Galing. Parang bumibilis na yung business registration. Yung FDA, for example, paano bibilis yung meron ka talagang kailangan mag-investigate, kailangan lumabas yung tao, or for example, on the building, on the energy sector, kailangan mo ng franchise. So, meaning, when it's a project that requires people to go out and actually do an investigation, paano natin mapapabilis yun at paano mamomonitor yung mga ganon, DG?
Okay, punta ko kuya dun sa FDA issue, no? Yung FDA, pag pumasok ko kayo doon, the first time ako nag-surprise visit po sa kanila, I realized that hindi pala ang mga testing, hindi pala doon ginagawa sa FDA. Wala silang, it's actually an office that the laboratories are outside. There are private laboratories that, that are accredited and who does the testing, and basically it's almost with few exceptions, no, pero sila ang tinitingnan nila yung certifications na pinapasa mo sa kanila.
Yes, that's our personal experience. Yes.
So sabi namin, so kung ganun, kung may certification na, bakit humahaba? So it's actually a classic situation of red tape what happened dyan sa kanila. And ito pala, no, last year ang ARTA nag-declare ng 3,120 pending applications sa FDA as automatically approved by operation of law. Kasi ang isa po sa function ng ARTA is kapag lumagpas po doon sa processing time nung 3 days, 7 days, 20 days, at kumpleto na yung submission ng isang aplikante, we could actually declare it as complete and it is automatically approved by operation of law. So yun ang nangyari doon sa FDA, katulad ginawa rin namin sa LTFRB. Pero yung problem po kasi ng inspection nila, Kuya Mark at Tricia, ang sabi nga namin, ang dapat nilang patibayin dyan is yung kanilang auditing team. Kasi hindi mo naman masisigurado na hindi man noloko ang tao based sa mga dokumento na ipinapasa sa iyo.
Yes, that's true.
So bakit mo pahirapan sila na nag-collect ka ng mga requirements diyan na hindi mo rin naman malalaman
kung authentic or hindi.
Correct.
Tahan mo sila. So the principle actually behind it is a strong post-audit mechanism. Another question that we posed to them is, what do you do with those negative findings that you discover during the post-audit? Meron na ba kayong nasuspinde? Meron na ba kayong kinancel ang permit? Meron na ba kayong... Wala din naman daw. So sabi ko, I think, gano'n ang gawin ninyo. Pabayaan nyo na magnegosyo ang tao, pero pag nakita ninyo na merong problema on the post-audit, then that's the time that you actually...
Hindi nga yung sabi mo kanina na it's a blanket assumption na manloloko kayong lahat. Kaya hihigpitan namin yung proseso. Na-mention mo so far, DG, na you're cutting down the number of signatories, you're streamlining the steps, you're making sure that there's better coordination at mabasag natin yung silos. On the behavioral side of things, dun sa mga tao naman, alam mo yon na the system is only as good as the people running it. So ano yung gagawin kasi kung sabi nga, 'di ba, meron akong kilala nagsabi, kung hindi nga kayang gawin nitong presidente na tong matapang, hindi nga gumagalaw yun. Meron akong kilala nagsasabi noon. Hindi nga kaya nitong presidente na tong matapang.
Sometimes kasi DJ
kilala mo rin 'yon?
Nakaka-frustrate kasi sometimes. Di ba natural naman yun?
Hindi pa rin nagbabago.
Yun na, di ba parang he's the strictest or he's the parang pinaka parang kamay na bakal, if you could call that, na kaya niya talaga, wala siyang sinasanto, ganyan. Pero there's still corruption. You always hear about mga iba-ibang agencies na ganun pa rin. So, ano yung pwede naming parang asahan?
On the behavioral side or the people side, culture side.
Alam naman namin na na it's a very, very hard task and overwhelming task. Pero kahit papano, what are the improvements that we could expect? Parang ganyan.
Yeah.
Marami akong hugot, attorney. Marami.
Parang kilala ko na nagsabi na. Okay. Una sa lahat po, sinabi ko kanina, ang strategy na meron tayo according to the law that we have is empowerment and enforcement. On the empowerment side, it's really streamlining and empowering the people. And part of the empowerment strategy is changing the paradigm in how these people, how government workers or bureaucrats see their role as instead of just regulators, but developmental partners.
Yes.
One way we do also have this regulatory impact assessment trainings that we do. We need to we have now trained about mga sigurong mga 75 key agencies and created a committee on anti-red tape para mayroon pong champions doon sa loob na propagate the mindset.
Yes.
Yan ang mahalaga. And these techniques, kasi techniques yan techniques and principles are already being done abroad. Naglipa na po to sa ibang bansa. Nung ako po nandoon last year when I joined the OECD conference last year, and nakita ko na yung iba inabot ng 15 years, katulad ng UK, Malaysia, 10 years before nila nabuo yung regulatory management system. Kaya ang Pilipinas, nagsisimula pa lang tayo na mga 1 taon, 2 taon. Pero si Presidente kasi he's always a man in a hurry, which is good. So when I was asked to speak last year doon sa international conference na yun, I was given 5 minutes. So I shared to them the unique Philippine experience, Um, Kasi itong batas natin, hindi lang siya nagbigay ng yung streamlining, pero nagbigay nung tinatawag ng cracking of the whip.
Mhm.
Yung penalty tsaka yung trabahong pulis ba?
Correct.
Kasi isa yun sa ginagawa ng ARTA po, mag-imbestiga, mag-file ng cases.
Mm.
And they were actually blown away kasi walang normally kapag ikaw ang tumutulong sa ahensya na mag-streamline.
Mm.
Normally iba yung good cop, bad cop, iba yung nagtagalatigo.
That's right. Oo. So
Pero dito
may
sa
police
atin,
power yung ARTA kwanse, no? May ngipin, may teeth.
yeah, we do file cases against earning officials. Ito po yan, no? Take note lang yung mga pagkakamali na maari po nilang makomit. Number 1, failure to process within processing time, 3 days, 7 days, 20 days. Pag lumagpas na po yan, that's a violation already. Failure to yung tinatawag na no noon break policy.
Pero DG, di ba? Nasa batas na yan even before the ARTA law, no? So what is with the new law that could make this parang enforcement better compared to the old law? Kasi dati meron na yung mga time requirement, inaral na natin yan sa law school pero hindi nasunod. So anong meron ngayon that can enforce things better?
Dalawa po, Kuya Mark. May 2-strike policy na tayo ngayon. On the second strike, makukulong na sila. Matatanggal sila sa trabaho, makukulong. The first strike is suspension for 6 months. The second strike is dismissal from service with imprisonment and a fine of 1 million to 5 million pesos. And the second is a concentrated authority which is the ARTA. Na ginagawa ho natin, no? Recently lang, no, this week may mga kinasuhan po tayo ulit na 7 opisyal, and it's actually happening. So to change the mindset po, ang tingin ko kasi diyan, ito ang nakikita ko po, no, sa aking 1 taon na nandito sa trabaho na to. Hindi mukha na ba ako tumatanda? Hindi pa naman ata.
Hindi kasi nagpapiano ka pa rin naman eh. Nagpa-pray ka pa.
Kailangan na nagpa-pray tayo. So, ang nakikita ko po dyan, dito sa situation natin, malaking bagay po yung medyo may konti, o at least meron pong takot yung mga gumagawa ng mali na baka mahuli sila kasi meron na nag-iimbestiga sa kanila. You know, fear is a motivator in itself. So para sa amin sa ARTA, it gets us to the door, it gets people to listen. But the real solution is what happens now when we are in their doorsteps. What do we do? We help them change their paradigm of thinking and look at it and have a more citizen-centric approach. And then, you know, sabi ko nga dyan, Kuya Mark at Tricia, sabi, tama, no? Sabi ko, there's 2 things to change to resolve this problem. 1, change the system. 2, change the people.
Right.
So, yung change the people, tanggalin mo yung tao, palitan mo ng bago. Or, sabihin mo sa tao, mag-repent ka na para magbago ka.
Pero DJ, wait lang, may question ako. Yung mga parusa na yan na binanggit mo, saan siya nagmumula? Sa reklamo or complaints ba from people? Or how do you parang nahuhuli? Paano nyo sila nahuhuli?
Both yan, Ate Tricia. There are complaints that goes to us, that comes to us, come to our attention. We also have motu proprio powers. Ibig sabihin, investigation. Yung iba ho namin kinasuhan kasi pinuntahan namin mismo during lunch break.
Pero so, ibig sabihin lang, DG, na nandyan, naghang.
Oops. I think naghang tayo.
Ayan na ulit. Ayan.
Okay. Yeah,
we're back. Ganun lang yun. Kailangan ng mas maraming satellite, maraming towers, ha? What I'm saying is, ano nga ba yun? So, ibig sabihin, we need to encourage people not to be afraid to complain. Kasi makakatulong sa inyo yon para sitahin yung mga dapat masita.
Yeah. Can I answer quickly, Kuya Mark, on that? Kanina, ka-meeting ko yung mga private sector. Meron kami inimbestigahin isang ahensya. No, lupay-pay sila. So, ang ginawa ko, medyo late ako dumating doon sa meeting because I came from another one. So, I presented to them yung mga karapatan nila under the new law. And I told them the beauty of what we call the Citizens Charter. Kasi yung Citizens Charter, napakahalaga maintindihan ng tao yan eh. Dati, alam ko yan, Citizens Charter, hindi ko na-appreciate na yun pala ang parang Bill of Rights ng taong nagtatransact sa gobyerno. So ano ibig sabihin po doon? Yung Citizens Charter kasi, para yan yung menu sa restaurant. Pumasok ka sa restaurant, tiningnan mo ano ba yung mga putahing binibenta dito, magkakano, and hindi mo pwedeng dagdagan, bawasan yan. So in the Citizens Charter, nakasulat dyan ano yung mga services, gaano katagal, ano yung requirements, magkano ang dapat nilang sisingilin. And yung Citizens Charter na yan, nakapost yan in the most conspicuous place ng offices. And sila ang nagsigawa niyan, sila nagsulat niyan. ARTA rin nagmo-monitor, pero ang gumawa niyan is yung mga agencies. So, if hindi nila sundin po yan, either dinagdagan nila yung requirements, dinagdagan nila yung fees, pinabalik-balikan nila, violation ng zero contact policy, or meron silang proseso or meron silang serbisyo doon sa opisina na hindi nila linagay sa Citizens Charter. Lahat po yun, suspension yun, or even dismissal. So,
ang boss lang masuspend o pati yung frontline worker? Frontline na, okay.
Yung frontline, pati po yung boss, pwede po silang masuspend. Ang sabi ko nga, Kuya Mark at Tricia, dun sa mga kausap ko kanina, you use that Citizens Charter kasi kinakawawa sila nasa trade sila, no? You use that Citizens Charter and you demand from the government agency. You demand from them. Sabihin mo, ito ang sinabi ninyo dyan, sabi sa batas ganito, ganyan. Pag hindi ho sila nakinig, which is most probably magpapalag-palag po yan, no? Sabihin ninyo na sabi ho sa amin ng ARTA, ito lang ho dapat. No? And then pag ayaw pa din, then tsaka nyo hundalhin sa amin. Pero sa experience po namin, Kuya Mark and Ate Tricia, meron pong isang tao na hindi i-release yung kanyang titulo ng lupa. Anong sinabi niya na, di bali po, nakipag-usap na ho kami sa ARTA. Kinagabihan po, din-deliver pa sa bahay nila yung titulo.
That's very nice, no? Kasi actually, yun lang naman yung takot ng mga negosyante or tao or simpleng mamamayan na, naku, baka pag initan ako, pag magreklamo ako, malaman na ako yung nagreklamo, so wag na lang. Kaya hindi talaga nagre-reklamo yung mga tao.
Trish, dahil medyo humaba na, pagod na si DG, 6:30, 23 na. DG, meron lang akong tanong. Feeling ko kasi kung ikaw yung tinawag na Panginoon na maging Nehemiah sa panahon na ito, at Nehemiah yung tinawag mo sa project, magaling ka siguro talaga. No? So, Nehemiah was able to do the job because people actually took up the building materials and the fighting materials and took on the crusade. How can we help you and what can we tell the people so they will take on this crusade? Because kung ARTA lang, kung si Nehemiah lang, hindi niya na-build yun. Kung si Jeremiah lang, kung mapapa-stress eating na lang siguro yan. So, anong pwede natin gawin? How can we help you? How can the people help to take on this crusade? To streamline systems, to report, to demand of their government, as you said, yun nga, to make this as their project and not just a project of this administration.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kuya Mark. That's a beautiful siguro way to perhaps to end this And ano yung pwede nilang gawin? Una sa lahat, sinabi ko kanina, alamin po ninyo yung karapatan ninyo. Alamin ninyo kasi yan ho yung batas eh. 'Di ba? Hindi ho si presidente lang, hindi lang ho si ARTA, pero yan ho yung batas. So, yan pong una. When you feel the push of the the evil red tape coming, you push back. Kasi ho merong sinasabi niya na ang duwag wala ho nararating. So I think it's really time for us to be not to be coward by this people. Ilan lang ho yan, mas marami ho tayo. Ngayon, second, dun sa mga natatakot kasi ang nakita ko namin pag negosyante ayaw talaga magsumbong kasi syempre baka madama yung kanilang negosyo. Pwede ho kayo mag-report sa amin. Pwede ho kayo magsumbong. And tutulungan po namin kayo. No? Tutulungan po namin kayo dyan and also give us suggestions and on how we could actually streamline the processes. Thirdly, don't lose hope. Panalangin po natin ang ating bayan. Kasi ako naniniwala ako, we jumped actually, Kuya Mark and Ate Tricia, we jumped 29 notches ang ranking ng Philippines sa ease of doing business worldwide.
Right.
Last year lang. In the first year ng implementation pa lang ng batas. From 124 to 295 rank. So ibig sabihin, 95 malayo pa rin ang 95. Pero ibig sabihin, first year of implementation, hindi pa nga fully implemented ang IRR noon, is nagkaroon na ng significant jumps. And we could even see the numbers na nag-streamline, binawasan ng tao ang kanilang ang mga agencies sa kanilang proseso. So, ang punto ko po dito, it's really gaining momentum. Our fight against red tape. It's gaining momentum from a standstill position, and it's gaining momentum, and it's going faster and faster and faster. And I do believe that,
very good.
We have the fundamentals right. We have cities and municipalities already who have streamlined. We have Valenzuela, we have Parañaque, we have even yun sa inyo,
Marikina.
Nandyan na yan. At wala nang makakapagtanggal sa atin yan. Ang nakikita ko dyan ay ito ay dadamit-dadamin na lang. No? At bandang huli po na to, makikita ko talaga, the Philippines, I really do believe this with all my heart. The Lord has really destined this country talaga for great things.
Sige. DG, thank you very much for talking to us. We can talk to you the whole day. We know you're tired.
We just missed you.
I just want to commit with the platforms that we have in whatever way we could help to rally people to take on this cause with you. Tapos kung meron kaming mga pwedeng gawin social media wise na para yung bang medyo lumaki ito para hindi siya you're not going to do the heavy lifting yourself, and the whole country will do the heavy lifting with you. In whatever way we could be of help, nandito po kami.
Kuya Mark, meron akong isang mabilis na habol.
Sure.
Kasi yung mga nagno-noon time break, yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na mga violations, hindi kayo inisyuhan ng resibo, na kompleto ang yung dokumento, 3:00 pa lang ayaw kayo papasukin sa office. Picturean niyo po yan, padala niyo sa amin. And then we
sa
would,
Facebook page, meron
sa Facebook.
Saan ipapadala, DG? Meron bang Facebook page? How can we reach you? Ano yung mga platforms na pwedeng gamitin?
Yeah, fully online ho kami. Yung 95% ng mga clients namin, mga millennials na katulad po natin.
Okay, yes, of course.
So
yes.
Meron po kami sa Facebook, sa Anti-Red Tape Authority.
Okay.
Meron din po kaming Twitter and Instagram account with the same name. Meron po kaming website sa www.arta.gov.ph, or you could even email it to us at complaints@arta.gov.ph, or padala niyo po kay Attorney Mark tsaka kay Ate Tricia. Siguradong makakarating po sa direct.
Okay, thank you very much, DG. Thank
Maya,
you.
we're praying for you.
Tapos kung meron kang gustong ipa-announce, just let us know. It doesn't even have to be you. You can send a staff. Kung gusto nyo merong i-announce, we're open for anything from Arta. Thank you very much. God bless.
God bless you.
God bless you. Keep
Thank
strong.
you.
We're behind you. Bye-bye. Napaka... What do you think, Trish?
Hopeful. Yes. It makes you excited of the future of the Philippines.
Yes.
Nako, Maya, we're really praying for you, for strength, for safety, for energy, because tama yung sinabi niya talaga na pinakamahirap naman talaga, 'di ba? Yung first step, yung taking the first step. Kasi actually, kahit naman sa paglilinis mo ng house, it's so hard when you're cleaning up. when you're
Yeah.
trying to remove all the mga
Gunk,
excesses,
yeah.
mga junk, mga hindi na ginagamit. Pero once na maayos mo na siya, it's so easy to keep
Yeah.
it up. Meaning, upkeep na lang, konting linis-linis na lang, ganyan, arrange. Pero ang pinakamahirap is yung cleaning up.
Oo. So, God bless, Attorney Maya.
Pero if mangyari lahat yung mga plans na yan, at magtuloy-tuloy, it would
So,
be
demand
so
of
nice.
government. Know our rights. Let's get that list, Citizens Charter. And kung ano yung mga expectations of government, kung hindi nila
Gusto
ginagawa.
ko yung sinabi niya kanina, konti lang sila, mas marami tayo.
That's right.
'Di ba?
How did you find that interview, guys? Did you enjoy? Nandyan pa ba kayo? Kami na lang nakikipag-usap.
Kasi first time yata na serious.
Sobrang serious ba? Ewan ko ba, gusto niyo ba yung serious? Ba't napaka-serious natin, Trisha? Ganun
Ikaw
ba
ang
talaga?
serious, ako nga hindi serious ka.
Serious naman kasi talaga yung trabaho niya.
Pero yan kasi si Maya, nung nagsabog ng yung Lord ng Talents at saka talino, parang nakabaliktad yung umbrella niya, di ba? Kaya marunong siyang kumanta,
Ay, nako.
piano and attorney and then all of that. So
Okay.
we're very blessed for that very informative afternoon.
We hope you enjoy that, guys, and share that to people so people will be informed what this fight is all
Yeah,
about. This is not a crusade for ARTA alone.
Yeah. Ang dami-dami kasi nating experience eh. We've been dealing with government agencies, iba-ibang levels. Iba-ibang levels. So, kaya dahil doon sa experiences, masyadong malapit for me lahat ng mga sinasabi niya na kapag na-implement talaga lahat yon at natuloy lahat ng program na yon.
Gusto ko yung buhok mo
Ang
ngayon.
saya-saya.
Medyo flowy.
Nagbago kasi yung schedule natin eh. So, kailangan kong
Okay. So, magbabay na tayo. Thank you muna tayo sa mga nanood.
Thank you,
Tito Gil, Tito Mel, Kuya Mike, Nancy, Sylvie, May.
So,
Uncle
share
Henry.
this episode so that people will know that the government is
Let's
working, ARTA is working, meron tayong kakampi kapag merong maling nangyayari.
So, kahit na
may
hindi sila
susumbungan
supporter ni Duterte, dapat supporter sila ng ARTA.
ng ARTA because this is for the future of the Philippines.
Wala naman itong
This is
politika.
for Spring, Danny, and Migo.
Yes.
Imagine kung sila magbi-business na by the time na maayos na lahat. Ang
Right.
saya-saya, 'di ba? Kung entrepreneurs talaga yung tatlo.
Malamang.
Ease of doing business.
Ease of doing business.
Because Tito Maya started it all.
Thank you very much, Tito Perry. Salamat po sa inyong nanood. Please share this video so we can help ARTA spread the news.
Yes.
This is our fight. Let us demand for a streamlined and efficient government.
Yes, that's exciting.
All right. Bye-bye na.
Bye!
Bye, guys.
Happy
Have a
weekend!
wonderful weekend.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week.